か。で始めます。なんでシカチュウミートアップかっていう話をしたいと思います。とりあえず、注意なんですけど、この LT は英語のスライドと日本語の喋りでいきます。喋れないですいません。で僕は駒形と言います。でデベロッパーでアルビーのデベロッパーで町田さんと一緒にフィヨルド LLC っていう会社をやっています。でコアバナっていうサービスを作ってます。で、コアバナ JP っていうサイトがあって、こういう感じのスマホのサイトを作ってます。でまずこのシカチュウさんを僕らがどうやって知ったかっていう話なんですけど、僕らがそこに来てるID フリッコなスペルちょっと違いますけど、あやさんっていう人に英語を習ってて、GitHub を題材にして英語を僕と町田さんが習っていて、で、コミットログの書き方とかイシューの書き方とかをその GitHub 題材にして習ってました。でそのあやさんが言ってたのが、まずその Rails の GitHub のイシューとかコミットログとかを参考に勉強にしてたんで、まずなんかそういうお手本になる人を探す必要があるっていう話をして、これって通じてます？内容的に海外の方は。
大体
わかります？すごい急いで作っちゃったんですけど、でお手本になる人は Rails コントリビューターで、ネイティブのスピーカーじゃない人、僕らも日本人なんでネイティブじゃない人をお手本にした方がいいっていう話で、シンプルな英語を使ってくれて、でなんかいい英語、なんか汚い英語とかじゃないとか、そういうのを話す人を見つけて、その人の発言とかを真似していくことで英語を勉強していくっていうのを言ってくれて、で次の週に、見つけたって言ってあやさんが見つけてきたのがシカチュウさんで、そうシカチュウさんのGitHub のコミットログとかイシューのやり取りとか、Twitter の内容とか全部なんかその丁寧だし、すごいシンプルで分かりやすいから、その日本人っていうか、ネイティブじゃない人が真似するのにすごい適してるっていうことで、あとなんかすごい強調してたのが画像がすごい似てるっていう可愛いっていう話で、僕らもすごいって言ってウォッチし始めて、でなんかちなみになんかタイのバンコク行った時にシカチュウさんはバンコクの人なんで、ちょっとバンコクに旅行行った時ちょっと探したとか言ってました。で僕らもともと僕がそのペーパークリップすごい好きで使ってて、それにもシカチュウさんがすごいコントリビュートしてたんで、すごいっつってツイッターとかもすごいウォッチして、でデザイナーの町田さんもシカチュウって響きが可愛いからいいよねみたいな感じでずっとウォッチしてました。そうですね。でその時から僕らずっとウォッチし始めて、でなんかよく会話で、会社内の会話でなんかシカチュウさん今ボストンにいるらしいとか、タイの人はなんでボストンにいるんだろうとか、なんでボストンにいるんだとか、そういう話をしてました。でちょっとなんか数日経ったらなんかソートボットのブログでなんか プレンティスシップの制度でなんかシカチュウさんとかがなんかソートボットに入ったみたいなニュースが入ってきて、すげえっていう町田さんと僕の中だけではすごい盛り上がってました。でそうです去年まあ僕と町田さんとか周囲の人の中だけではすごいシカチュウさんをウォッチしてて行ってたんですけど、まあなんか会ったこともないし韓国に適当に行っても絶対あるわけないんですけど、なんかここに来てる純也さんがこれは何ですか、レールズカンフの去年ですね。去年こういうツイートがあって、なんかみんなこういうこういうのがこうタイムラインに上がってきて、どういうことだと思ってとか思って、なんか急に、まあ、レールズカンフに純也さんが行ってるっていうのは僕らも知ってたんですけど、まさか、まあ、シカチュウって言ってたんですけど、なんかもうそういう本当に存在したんだみたいなシカチュウさんっていたんだと思って、すげえとか言って、で先月今ルビー会議でもこれはスポンサーですかねやってる英和システムマネジメントさんでミーティングしている時に角谷さんにシカチュウさんが来るからなんかシカチュウミートアップみたいなできたら嬉しいなみたいな、嬉しいと面白いですよねみたいなことを言ったら、なんかやんなよみたいな感じになって、まあ、今日に至るっていう感じです。なので本当まだ俺シカチュウさんと一言も喋ってないんですけどぜひ例えば僕らは日本のエンジニアで、まあ、ネイティブの英語を話せないんだけど、なんか同じアジアの、まあ、タイからいきなりこうボストンのソートボットとかすごい素敵な会社にいきなり就職するとかって、まあ、なかなかできないと思うんで、なんかどういうふうにやればいいかとか、なんかそういう生活とかで困るのとかないのかとか、あとそのソートボットってフレンチスシップの制度をやってて、なんか教育とかすごい力を入れているんで、その辺がどうなのかっていうのを今日ちょっとこれから聞いていけたらなっていうふうに思います。とりあえず以上です。
喋ってない。今日喋ってない。
今日見かけたけど、声をかけられなかった。
恥ずかしくて声をかけられませんでした。
じゃあ今ビールを回してるので。喋りにくいですかね。どうしよう。分かったりするのに質問した方がいいですか。喋ってるままだと。こうなってる。
You can. Yes. Pretty close. Yeah. It's open.
Done initially twice. So also relative close.
Okay.
乾杯しましょう。ごめんね。ソフトドリンクの人はソフトドリンクもらってください。
ビール1本ください。
じゃあ今日は集まってもらってありがとうございます。乾杯。
乾杯。
そういうシーンとした出来事。
揃ってる感じですか。多分そうそう。
No. Battery nice too. Germany originally.
そうですね。
Looks like somebody forgot to put balance.
So sikachu. So I'm not good at English, so I said questions, many questions. So, how about Ruby Kai on that day today? Yeah.
It was a very big event. I enjoy Ruby Kaigi a lot. Yeah. And like meeting up with a lot of Japanese Rubies that I never met before. So maybe sure. There. Yeah. Let's do it.
You're from Thailand. So, how about Ruby community in Thailand? Many people.
少しです. small group of people. I would say like about 50 people, I guess, that I knew that write Ruby, because it's not so popular. A lot of people write .NET and Java pretty much.
So why you start Ruby?
Because I think I saw what is it? I think I saw Ruby on Rails website building a blog in 3 minutes. I saw a language and I did a try Ruby and I fall in love with the language. So yeah, the language is so nice, and I was like, I don't care if anybody else doesn't use it. I'm going to like pick Ruby and I want to try Ruby.
So have you used any other language before? Or you just started Ruby?
I used to be a PHP programmer. Yeah, I know Java, I know PHP. I worked with a PHP project before I switched to Ruby on Rails.
そんな感じでどんどん質問を言ってください。何でも英語でも。
So I wonder, so there are any other open source community in Thailand? Like PHP or PAR or...
There are, I would say, there are, but then like there are not a big community. For some reason in Thailand, it is weird that people tends to keep their knowledge with themselves or like within an organization.
So
and not
so
spreading.
they don't share the knowledge.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them.
yeah, pretty much like that. Which I don't like it, and like I was trying to convince people to like have a meetup and all this stuff.
You moved to Bangkok,
Right, right.
or Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what differences you feel between Bangkok and Boston?
In Boston, it is a lot colder. Some wings. No, actually, in Boston, I found that the open source community is actually strong, and a lot of people like loves to share their knowledge. They would come to a meetup. There are like so many meetups that I would say, for example, like Boston RB, we have a meeting on like the first week and the second week, and like other language like Objective C, they also have one meetup. Like those Javas, we have like 1 or 2 meetups. And I also know someone from like Python community. Yeah, we have some meetups as well. So it's totally different from Bangkok.
In Japan, many language community exist, I think,
Mm-hmm.
around PHP, Ruby, Python. I think.
Node.
Node?
Node.
Node, そう。Node 以外。
はい。
どうぞ。
Can you attend Bangkok RB? Bangkok.rb.
Here's the thing. I was planning to have a meetup in Bangkok. So before I joined Thoughtbot, I actually worked with an awesome company in Bangkok. We were like the first Ruby on Rails, the first company that doing Ruby on Rails as a consultant in Bangkok. So we were trying to like having a meetup or something like that. But then Thoughtbot hired me first, so I flew to Boston. So I didn't have chance to. But then right now, since I'm in Boston, it's actually harder to me to organize something in Bangkok. So I'm still trying to convince my colleague from my old company to organize a meetup like that. Yes.
Now, where do you work? Boston or Bangkok or office or remote?
I work in Boston office full time, so I live in Boston now.
Last week you stayed in Bangkok.
Yes, I was taking a long vacation. Yeah, back to Bangkok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 1 year, 1 time?
Yes. Yeah, I come to Bangkok every year. Mm.
Do you use English as a second language?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have trouble in language in Boston?
Yes. Not surprising, because I think my English skill when I first joined a company, still it was decent. It wasn't that great. I still need to learn when I'm actually like working and talk to client. I actually have to had to look up some of the words to make sure that I can communicate with the client, because I thought about like everybody has to be able to like sit with the client and then communicate on user stories and all that stuff. So yeah, it's very hard, but yeah, I get through it. Mm.
In Japan, many people don't speak English, but many people want to work with Silicon Valley, I think.
Well, your English is fine.
Yeah, thank you.
actually learn English?
You mean before?
Before.
Oh, I was an exchange student to Texas for a year, so pretty much the way exchange student thing works is that they send you to a homestay in the U.S. and then pretty much my English at that time was very bad, and then I just picking up English while I'm there. Like after like 2 or 3 months, constantly using English, I pretty much can start speaking English.
So how old were you then?
I think I was 17. It's like 10 years ago.
So, おすすめ for every Japanese go abroad for like a month or at least.
Yes, yes.
At least.
And
And don't speak Japanese during that time.
yeah, no Japanese at all.
So don't go with another Japanese friend.
I like
Do homestay.
see you will realize that you start to be able to use English fluently when you start dreaming in English. There was one night that I figured out like, oh my god, I'm just dreaming stuff in English, and I start thinking stuff in English instead of thinking in Thai when I want to speak English. So
What kind of dream?
I don't think I can recall a dream from 10 years ago. So no. Okay.
How many staff are so how many engineers and designers and other back office staff? Percentage of each?
That's a tough question because we are like growing right now. So at Boston office I think we have about 30 people and about 12 in San Francisco, about 5 in Stockholm and Boulder. So we are almost around the globe now. So just need to point place in Asia.
So communicate with use Skype or
We use Google Hangouts.
with Hangout?
But then the thing is, at every location that we are there, we will have the client is also like close by to the office. So like if I'm in Boston, I'm only serving clients that are in Boston area. So people in San Francisco would have clients in San Francisco because Dogma believes that like you have to be there with the client to be able to like, communicate well. So we actually want client to come to our office and then work with us. So that's why we only have local clients.
Why did you apply to software?
Because they made people. Because I think that it was one day that I was like I was trying. Hold on. Okay, I think I remember now. The thing is that at my old company, I was like a lead developer, like a senior developer, and there is no one that I can learn from. So I was thinking like I need to find some place that I can learn something from, and I saw Thoughtbot was hiring at that time. They post a job offer, the job posting, so I just like try to apply because I know that if I'm going to the US, there will be someone that I can learn from. It's actually the thing though. You don't want to be in a company that you actually cannot learn anything from anybody because like you need to learn something every day.
learn most in Boston? You think right now? Ben Olsen?
I would say using Vim. I'm a Vim user, by the way. I was using TextMate and I paired with people in Boston, and they were using Vim. I was like, I'm not sure how I can use the editor. Like, why are they moving so fast? That cursor was like, and so I started trying to learn how to use Vim, and like, since people over there mostly use Vim, I pick up my Vim skill from there, and that actually like changed everything. Yeah.
What kind of work? Consultant or developer?
Developer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Developer.
Mm-hmm. So I am. So my title is developer, but then I pretty much writing code for clients. I also sometimes I talk to client with the requirements, and also I can also like participate in the sales. If there's a new client coming into the office, I can go in and then doing the sales pitch. I'll listen to what clients want as well. So pretty much. Oh, I can also like doing some CSS or like design work as well. So like even though my title is developer, I pretty much do everything. And also maintaining open source for Papa. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Here, software creates trajectory.
Yeah, trajectory. Yes.
So sorry, I don't use trajectory yet.
Mm-hmm.
What is is pivotal tracker and fulcrum? What is pivotal tracker?
I think trajectory. I think Chad Patel created trajectory because we realized that like client loves to add the like a user story into an icebox, and then it will be there forever, and like it's not always in the site, and like having to and like I think the problem was that our workflow wasn't really like 100% match with Pivotal Tracker, so we decided like, okay, we want to make to build our own. Yeah.
使いますトラジェクトリー。
Last year I tried to use trajectory. I talked to trajectory stuff in Japanese. Trajectory have trajectory have Japanese stuff. I communicate trajectory in Japanese.
In Japanese, we do have one designer that can speak 5 languages. So and he knows how to speak Japanese. So I guess that's probably him. I mean, Goose Mongo actually knows how to speak a little Japanese, but then a little. Yeah. Then I didn't think. I think it's probably that guy. Yeah. Yeah, we have one person that knows English, Japanese, Russian, Spanish, and some other language. Oh, France.
It was real.
It was Rita?
Goose is tough quarter or your quote is not or
God.
most
あなたの子供は古いです。
Yes. we because we want to make sure that our code is highly maintainable. So pretty much when you do a code review, sometimes it's some of the feedback is actually pretty hard feedback. But like if someone just joined the company and saw and like submit the first pull request, they might be shocked because we do comment on a lot of stuff, and because like we do care how codes are like written and how we can maintain it. Yeah.
Like always.
Yes. Yes. I think our code review actually helpful though, because even though someone might find it a little harsh, like a little but it's actually teach you how you should write a better code.
Do you have a preferred like amount of code that you have before you do a code review? I mean, 'cause, you know, if you give a developer a giant diff,
Oh.
you know, it's kind of hard to read. So I'm just curious, you know, do you kind of try and keep that small, or how do you manage that?
So we pretty much go with the pull request flow. So when I'm saying a code review, it actually means that someone would, well, not someone, but like everyone on the project would be commenting and reviewing that pull request and that new feature. But it's not. I mean, our code review is not just look at the code and like look at the style. We actually thinking through on how that person implement this and like try to understand why they did it this way and see if there's an alternative. So pretty much since we try to minimize the size of the feature, so like we break into a smaller chunk of feature, the code review, the pull request isn't that big all the time.
I want to know co-workers interesting episode like this.
Co-workers interesting episode. Single quote. Single quote. So at Babot we just have a style guide, and then we were discussing about our style guide, and then someone suggested that if you don't do the interpolation in the string should be single quoted instead of double quoted. And we were having like, this rule was the hardest rule like that we sit in like a meeting room and we discuss about it, and like it's like, no, just throw this one out, we don't like it. And then someone's like, no, but then this is good, this makes the code consistent. And like, yeah, we argue back and forth. Apparently the single quote guys wins, and I feel sad. No. Yeah.
I'm a double quote guy.
I'm a double quote guy as well, man.
Alphabetizing is another one.
Oh, alphabetizing, yes. Yeah, that one as well. We also have a discussion on like alphabetize the method's name. But that one we won. We are not alphabetizing our method names. But then like that, we always have a that's the thing. We always have an argument about it, because like we want to figure out what's the best way to do something. So it's normal. Yeah, we're still friends.
Even if it's a single quote guy?
Yeah, we're still friends.
What project do you put most power now? Boolean race or paper flip or eraser?
Okay, nowadays I pretty much work on, I think for the last several months I work on Rails, because I want to help them prepare for the 4.0 release. And so I took my time off from paperclip, and I also just become open source leader for appraisal. So that so I'm actually working on appraisal to make it better.
Ask this personal question. Where will you go on? Did you go sightseeing in Japan?
Okay, start from where did I go? I just arrived in Japan, in Tokyo yesterday. So the only place I went was Akihabara. Because I actually want to like get a new camera, like a pocket camera. So I went to Akihabara because like, yeah, there's like an electric town over there, but then I realized that like there's so many stuff going on in Akihabara.
And the exchange rate works better than you. So yeah, exchange rate is getting better. So you should buy them.
And I don't know. I only stay here until the 4th of June, so I'll probably just go around sightseeing in Tokyo. I kind of want to see Fuji-san, but then like, it's so far away.
It depends weather condition. So if the sky is so clear, you can see from this area. But we
I know, but I'm actually leaving Japan on a midnight plane, so it's too bad. Yeah.
Try the Metropolitan building. If the weather's clear, you can see.
Okay, so I have to wish for a clear sky.
But unfortunately, it's rainy season.
Yes.
なんかどっかおすすめの場所とかあれば。はい、大体こんな感じで僕の聞きたいことは聞けちゃったんですけど、なんか聞きたいことってあります？それ言ってもらわないで。
So he's up.
Do you have question for?
Oh, actually, I have a question for him. Why do you? What? So. So from your presentation, I was curious. I was surprised when you like start following me around. So like stalking me. So like. That's not really a question, but yeah. Anyway, like, I guess I should just give you guys a thank you. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. そしたらなんか食事が届いたので皆さん食べましょう。はい、ありがとうございます。